Hey guys, Adam Pullman with Secret Coast Outdoors. First episode of our four-wheeler build, the Articat 2003 300 four-wheel drive. Like I said, we found this four-wheeler. Not really found it. We knew we had it. It was my father's, just sitting in the shed for multiple years, barely used. Has like right at 400 miles on it. But of course, when things sit up, things get gunked up. So what I have, my first part for the build has come in, and it is a brand new carburetor with the fuel line, all the bells and whistles for it. And this carburetor is crazy expensive compared to the other carburetors in the ATV off-road industry. And that's because in this year of Articat, they actually used a Harley Davidson carburetor. So it's not just your run-of-the-mill carburetor. This thing is extremely nice. I know it was going to be nice. That's why I put the extra money into it, hoping that I'm not going to have to deal with this again, and I'm not going to have that issue when I'm out in the woods or on the trail or just doing work around the property. So I'm going to show you how to put this thing in. Hey guys, it's Adam here with phase one of our four-wheeler build, and that is to change the carburetor on this 2003 Articat 300 four-wheel drive. Showed you all the carburetor earlier in the video, but a few things. It is a Key-Hen carburetor. It is a CVK style carburetor, 32 millimeters. So we're going to take this step by step, as simple as I can make it, to show you what to do and how to do it. Alright, so step one is going to be removing the seat and removing this side plastic right here. So on this particular four-wheeler, if you look just right underneath, there's a small lever that I can push forward. That releases the seat, and the seat is now removed, and I can easily work with my carburetor in here. However, I'm going to need to get to the throttle cable cover, which is right behind this R right here. So in order to do that a little more easily, I'm going to remove this. It's just a very simple 1, 2 screws, comes right off. So I'm going to get that done, and then I'm going to give you what it looks like to above overhead view of the carburetor and what we're going to be dealing with. Alright, so we've got the side panel taken off with those 3 screws, super easy. We've got the seat removed. Now you can kind of get a better overhead view of what we're dealing with. So, right here is the top of our carburetor, and the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to remove just a handful of screws. So, there's a screw on each side of this right here. Now this is hard plastic that the carburetor's connected to on both sides. It's not that flexible rubber that you're used to dealing with on a lot of things. So there's those 2 screws right there, and then there's also a connecting screw right here on this end of the carburetor. So we're going to take that out. The carburetor should be able to come loose, and then we're going to have to unattach a couple hoses and the throttle cable. So let's get that done. Alright, we've got the 2 screws that attach right here undone, and next what we are about to do is we need to unscrew the fastener that goes right here with just a simple Phillips screwdriver. And like I said, remember, this is hard plastic, it's not the flexible stuff, so we want to make sure it's 100% loose, so this whole assembly and these tubes and all the throttle cable and things can come out easily, and then we can disconnect those things. So let's get that done. Alright, so now that we have everything disconnected here, we have these two front bolts out, and then we have this one fastener that I just took out. Now what this will be able to do, now this should be able to lift up easily and then slide it out. Now I have my assembly. I can get to my throttle cable cover, take that off, gently unscrew right here, and I can disconnect all these. So this is easily disconnected with just a set of pliers. We'll clamp it right there. It'll come undone. This I also got a brand new fuel line that came with mine, so I'm not too worried about keeping this one pretty and intact. So I might use a screwdriver or even a razor blade to cut that, so I can pull that off very easily. This will pop off, and then you screw it and screw it back in. So let's get these things done. I'll be able to take off the hose right here, same way as I did right here. Simple Phillips style screwdriver. I can take the bracket off and it will slide off. And then the same right here. This is going to use a flat head to do that. So that's probably what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take these hoses off first. And remember, these are hard plastic. They're not that flexible, bendy stuff. So be careful not to crack them, and don't overdo it, because then you're just going to have to buy another piece. Alright, so since this vent hose was difficult to get off and mine came with a new one, all I did was take a pair of pliers and snipped it. You can use a razor blade, scissors, whatever. Now, on the choke cable, there's this little plastic covering that you just slide off, and then I'll use a 12mm wrench right here to unthread it, and it should come off. Now there is a spring inside of here, so it'll shoot out, but if that happens, again, I'm not too concerned about it because I'm replacing it. So let's do that. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to need to do, since this is your choke cable, is I'm going to fully push out my choke. See, if I play with my choke, it goes in and out like that. I need it to where it is loose so I can compress this spring and then pop the end off, just like your throttle cable attaches. Then my spring will come out, and then I can pull this, pop this threaded part off. Okay, you got to be a little tough with it. And then the cap also, I'm going to slide this off the end because mine came with a new cap. So my carburetor came with all of these new parts that we're going to want to put right back on before I install everything, and we're just going to go in reverse order. Alright guys, so that's it. As you can tell, super simple, super easy, all hand tools, anybody can do it. So before you go and spend a good chunk of money on letting some kind of automotive or off-road shop install your new carburetor, give it a shot yourself. It's straightforward, unscrew, rescrew, there's really nothing to it. Okay, I'm excited. We've got the first step of our build complete. Also, if you like this video, make sure to check out Secret Coast Outdoors YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, send us messages of what you would like to see. Also, we have an Instagram page. We're all about the great outdoors and everything there is to it. We're not just hunting and fishing. We're camping, we're hiking, we're just outdoor activities. And hanging out and just enjoying everything that we have on this great earth to look forward to and to continue with every day.